Ready.
Set.
Gamecast.
Welcome to Ready Set Gamecast, a bi-weekly podcast about video games and letting go of the past. I am the host of this podcast, Bryce, and I am joined by the man of the future, Teddy Chinaris.
I could be like the Twitch emote, Future Man, has those sunglasses, but I just have regular glasses, so it's kind of boring, but I can do the peace sign, just like he does. If you don't watch Twitch, you don't understand any of this. Hi.
I'm unfamiliar with that emote, and
You don't
I'm a
know
Twitch.
the emote? I love that emote. I used to use it all the time.
I honestly never really got into emotes. I don't even know half the ones I have access to.
Yeah.
I like the trend in emotes. I like that, like, the popular emotes, like, rotate.
It's great. And it's also like, there's that and the fact that, like, the popular ones end up being, like, franker-faced ones or better Twitch TV ones.
Yeah.
Like, people start using poggers, and then it comes hypers, and then it was pog. I don't even know what it is now.
Hold on, people have no idea who that voice was. So, and 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that is how you do the tango. It's Darian.
Yo, it's me. I'm Darian. Hi.
What did that have to do with the theme?
Because forward, backward, time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then translated it to the dance. I like it.
Let's do the time warp. Just kidding. That's not how you do
That
that.
actually would have been a better one.
Well, time to start over. We're going to start over. We're going to keep this take, though. We're going to just keep on rolling.
Yeah, we're going back. You're gonna hear. We actually gonna do 5 intros, and we're gonna leave them all in.
The show, since there's no news, the show is just all intros. All intros and then 5 exits, and then who knows which is the real one, and it'll just go to black.
Hey guys, new year, new you. Am I right?
No.
Fuck no.
No, not at all.
Guess what?
Dude.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be the exact same fucking person. It's so weird.
To be honest, like today at work, somebody was like, "You doing anything for tonight?" And for a second, I was like, "What's tonight?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing anything. I'm going home. I'm probably
that's
playing a
funny.
game, and I'm gonna look over at my clock and be like, "Oh, it's midnight. Oh, it's a new year, I guess. It's crazy." That's gonna be my New Year's. I do want to sit down and in the form of maybe like 2 tweets, look back on my year, and that's kind of it.
Oh, I totally want to. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I'll have the time. Because I like doing a post of like all the things that I've done this year, which I think I'm gonna write in my own question because we have a similar question.
Sidebar. You guys ever been like so thirsty that when you drink water, you're just like, holy shit, this is amazing? It's like how I used to feel when I used to drink water after like football practice when I was in high school, and I was like, this is the nectar of the gods. And some days, water is just incredible. I think that's also called dehydration, but who knows? Not me, dude.
I mean, it could be. We don't know.
It could be. Maybe I should have gone to hospital. Who knows?
There have been days where I have been like worked outside in the summer all day, and then like been so dehydrated, and finally like, okay, I'll drink some water. And when I do, like, my brain hurts because it's just being like rehydrated. It's like, whoa, it's okay. This is what it's like to not be dead.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Like when you're moving so much and you're like so active, you're kind of like hot and if you do that for a long period of time and then you drink water, the water feels extra cold when it's really not. But it's like it's magic. I'm telling you, man.
Yep.
Shout out to water. You know what I'm saying?
Heat, water, magic.
I had a very long day, so I'm just super chill. And there's not like any news, so we're just gonna be chatting. It's good.
Darren, can you chat with us about what you've been playing?
Yeah, yep. I've been playing that. I finished God of War.
Finally.
which
Wow, that's exciting.
You finished the main story of God of War.
I,
No, you finished God of War.
No, she is 100% in
I'm
God
going
of
to
War.
100% it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm not. So
I'm not stopping, to be clear.
I did.
But it's only because I'm in love with Kratos and I don't want, like, I'm scared because Kingdom Hearts comes out very shortly. And I also have to play Spider-Man. I have to 100% God of War. I have Spider-Man. Bryce also
You
got
can
me
get
Spider-Man.
through Spider-Man in a weekend. It's not that long.
Teddy, I don't do weekends.
Did Spider-Verse inspire you to play Spider-Man at all?
The white Spider-Man costume was in there.
I also have Gamefly subscription from Bryce that I have to utilize. Otherwise, I feel like you wasted money. So there's a lot of shit I have to play in January and not a lot of time to play it because I also vowed to finish all of the games leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3 and I'm only halfway through Rechain of Memories. I still have a lot of game to cover before that game comes out. I'm overwhelmed right now.
It's not going to.
You gotta give up.
Yeah, there's too many games.
I will not. I'm going to start my Gamefly. I'm going to get Red Dead Redemption first. I'm probably not going to finish Red Dead Redemption.
Why do you go for the biggest, most ambitious?
Because I can't think of any other games.
Spider-Man, just play Spider-Man
I
and then
own
move
Spider-Man. What am I supposed to get on Gamefly?
Is Gamefly, is that active and it's already, time is ticking away type thing?
No, I haven't started it yet.
Yeah, don't start it. Play Spider-Man at least through the main story. It really doesn't take that long. It's not, I think it's probably 10 to 12 hours for the main story maybe. I don't know.
Teddy, have you played the
It says
DLC?
16 hours.
Okay. No, I have not played the DLC.
I have played chapter 1. I haven't played chapter 2 or 3, but just of chapter 1, I actually like the story of the DLC better than the main
I've heard
story.
the story of DLC 1 is the best out of all the DLCs though.
Oh.
It goes downhill from there from what
Oh,
I heard.
okay.
Yeah. But I was waiting at this point because the first one came out and I was like, yeah, I'll just play it later. I didn't get the chance, and then the second one came out and I was like, I still don't have the chance, and I was like, yeah, at this point, I'll just wait until they're all out. And now they're all out. When will I have the time to play them? Probably somewhat soon. Probably in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully. I'm excited.
Yep.
It's exciting to have more Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Game's great.
What else have you been playing instead of playing the big games?
How good is God of War? Oh my god.
God, oh my god.
God of War is so fucking
No.
God
good.
of War
That game's
is
great.
so good.
Hold on, Darian. I want my formal apology.
God of War sucks.
I need a formal apology for how much I have been like, Darian, play God of War. And she's like, no, I'm playing League of Legends.
I'm never gonna play God of War. I refuse because I've never played any of the other games, and I'm not going to play God of War. It's so dumb. I don't care about that game. I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm sorry. It was a lie.
Jeez, I didn't expect an actual repentance. Oh my god.
Nothing about God of War looks interesting. I just don't care. And I was like, here is God of War. I am giving you the money.
You were going to eat your words.
Just start it. I don't care. Just start it. And then she's like, this is my life now. I am married to this video game character.
That's so fucking good.
everything I know is this now.
God of War has ruined my whole life.
And it was like, why couldn't you have just listened to us when we were like, it's very good, Darian, you should play it?
I'm waiting for my collector's edition to arrive in the mail. God of War is the first official collector's edition of a game that I've ever owned.
Damn, that's exciting. Are you getting Kingdom Hearts 3s?
Well, they don't have an official collector's edition, which Bryce and I argued about.
That's so weird.
Because the collector's edition, it's not a collector's edition, it's a bundle that comes with the exclusive figures, but it's not the actual collector's edition.
There is a limited edition which comes with an art book.
Those are usually the same.
But
same
thing.
thing.
It tends to be a tier system where there'll be standard edition, limited edition, collector's edition. This is just the main and the second tier. No
They have
full.
standard, deluxe, and bundle. I got deluxe. I also wanted to get a Kingdom Hearts 3 PlayStation 4, but they quietly released that and it sold out immediately.
I didn't like the design on the Kingdom Hearts PS4.
I didn't care about the PlayStation itself, but the controller looked really cool to me.
The controller looked all right. Maybe you'll be able to get the. Actually, probably not. Like the there was that.
I actually really like the look on the control on the console. If it's this, that looks really cool.
I imagine there's only one Kingdom Hearts PS4.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, I really like how that looks. That looks cool.
Yeah, too bad you can't fucking get it.
This guy, no guy.
The one I wanted was the Spider-Man PS4 Pro, but that's definitely not happening. Because it's way too expensive, and I'm pretty sure they're all, like, gone at this point. But that shit looked amazing. It looked so good.
So when you were failing to purchase this PlayStation 4, what were you playing?
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Crawling in my skin. I don't know why that just came. These wounds, they will not heal.
Also played Dead by Daylight and Let's Go Eevee. Teddy, what have you been playing?
Not Dead by Daylight, because that's spoopy. That's real spoopy. And not, actually, I have been playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, but not much. I think I have like 2 hours on my in-game clock, which is not much at all. I don't know. I don't know about that game. It's fun. It's fun. I just don't think I'm ever going to be into that game like people who were into Pokemon when they were little babbies are now. You know?
Wee
like
babbies.
I'll never be into it like that.
I mean, it's a much different experience. It's
Yeah. I never will be, and it's sad.
I think it's a great game to play while you're like watching TV. Play it undocked.
What else have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. I was playing a lot of that for a while. I was playing a lot of The Dawning, which at this point I definitely did not get done what I needed to get done before the event ended. Not at all. Let's see here. And I kind of just gave up. I at a certain point I was like, I'm done. Like I'm not gonna get it all done. It's over. I'm just gonna play what I want to play. I actually restarted something I've been wanting to do for like years at this point. Was I've been meaning to restart The Last of Us, and I finally did that like a couple days ago on stream. I've been trying to do that for like 3 years, and that game is still so good. The Last of Us is still so fucking good. I'm gonna beat it again, hopefully. What else? Smash Bros. Still playing Smash Bros. Every now and then. And let me tell you what, the main game I've been playing for the last 2 weeks is or probably like the last week, if I had played this earlier, and it still might because we still have time before the Game of the Year show, this is very possibly one of my favorite games of 2018. Into the Breach is so goddamn good. That game is amazing, and you should all play it. It's on Switch and the personal computer, and it's great. It is like an 8x8 tactics, grid-based, turn-based strategy game that is like really relatively simple, but like still really in depth and super addictive. It's awesome. It's so good. Into the Breach is amazing. I've been playing a ton of that. And nothing really else as far as let's see. Yeah. Oh, I played a little bit of Hollow Knight. I have a bunch of games now from Christmas and all that. I bought Hollow Knight, Let's Go Eevee, Into the Breach. Those are all the Switch games I bought. What did I buy on PS4? Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Owlboy, Minute. I played a little bit of Minute. I'm very inconclusive about that game. I bought Wipeout, Moonlighter. What was the other big one I bought on PlayStation? I'm not sure. And to those of you watching the video version, they're just showing off their statues because they get bored of me talking, so that's cool. I get it.
They're amiibos, Teddy. They do things in the video game experience.
Yeah. Teddy.
They really don't.
I can get a cool Spirit of Wedding Peach, which will do. Why is her mouth like that? Why does she look like this? I'm scared for Peach in this amiibo form. Honestly, I feel like I shouldn't be looking at her in this state.
Yeah, you know what you should be doing? Paying attention to your co-host and trying to have a conversation.
You were talking about Into the Breach and telling us why it's very good, and it's a strategy game of like a very specialized form that I don't see myself ever having interest in.
I'm telling you, I didn't think I would either, but it's so goddamn good. Yeah, Into the Breach should be a mobile game. It's like very built for it. It's like grids, like you could just tap, like it's so built for mobile. But it's not. It's just Switch and PC at the moment.
I mean, yeah, you can always mobilize the Switch.
I think it's basically mobile, with the power of the Nintendo Switch. You
could be Zyger and never dock your Switch.
That's crazy. I played Into the Breach for the first time docked, streaming it, to be fair. So, like, I was just sitting on my couch, and I went to get pizza the other day, and I played it for a bit while I was waiting on pizza. It was good.
Okay.
Game's so good. I bought a bunch of those other games, though. I bought another game that I haven't started that I was gonna say, but I can't remember at this point. There's too many games, dude. It's over. At this point, I've like given up on like I used to be trying to like, oh, I need to finish this and I need to finish this game, and I have like a huge backlog and I'm like trying really hard to finish it, or I'm trying really hard for certain goals, or I'm just like going ham on stuff when it comes to games. And lately, since this last Christmas break, I've just been relaxing, just chilling. I'm like playing what I want, when I want, just having fun. It'll probably change when school starts again, and yeah, it is made by the same people who make FTL, Into the Breach, which made me then go, you know what? I've heard about FTL a ton, and I went and bought FTL on Steam and it's also there's a sale, so it was like $2.50.
Have you played FTL yet?
No, I haven't.
That game's so good.
I'm telling you, it's made by the same people. It's so good, dude.
But it's a very different format, so.
It is, I guess.
I've heard Into the Breach described like a puzzle game.
It's more like chess. Like, you're just moving pieces. But it's like, here's my problem with those types of games normally is that it's overwhelming. Like, if you open a Fire Emblem battle and then you scroll down and you're like, oh shit, this battlefield's giant and there's 800 enemies and you're like, this is going to take forever, and you're trying to plan out a whole thing. And then, like, this is very much like, there's 3 of your guys, and then there's usually like 3 or 4 or 5 of the mechs, or of the bugs, right? And like each turn, it's just like, okay, how do I survive this turn? Like, it's very bite-sized, and it's not overwhelming at all. It's very, like, I don't know, attainable, very like welcoming, for sure. It's good. It's so good. I'm telling you, it's great. I'm gonna keep playing it.
Was that mentioned in the Game Awards?
It was. I think it was under strategy games. It's so good. It's great.
I know there's people talking about it. Just wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's the one game that like surprised me the most this year, because I thought maybe I'd like it, but like I didn't think I'd love it like I do. It's so good. But yeah, I want to start some other games. I want to start Moonlighter. I want to finish in the next couple weeks. Check back with me next podcast and what I've played and hold me accountable to this. I want to keep playing The Last of Us like regularly and try and beat that. And I want to keep playing. I do want to keep playing Destiny. I'll never go back to playing Destiny like I used to. I just never will. I don't have the time, and I don't have the friends like I used to that play. Like me and my friend Andrew and Eric would play very, very consistently on PlayStation. Now Andrew doesn't have it on PC and Eric has it on PC, but like he barely plays. So it's like my fire team that I consistently played with every night is like, it's gone. So I don't know. I'll never play Destiny like I used to, but I want to continue playing that. And what else? I do want to get back into Odyssey eventually. It's a lot of good games out.
Mario Odyssey is a great game.
Odyssey's very good. And I've only played like 2 hours of it, and I was just like, okay. Yes.
I know you're talking about the stabby one, but I was referencing the Mario one.
The Mario Odyssey is also very good. The Mario Odyssey is also very good. I beat that game like last year. Or, you know, I beat like the main story type thing. And then I was like, oh shit. Nope. Nope. There's too much.
There's apparently other worlds you can unlock and stuff. And I'm like, nah, man, I got other stuff to do.
It's just so much. It's just a lot.
It is crazy. Like, people were very upset about like how easy the star moons were or whatever on the main stuff, but like once you get past that, like the other stuff, there are so many very hard challenges that will take you a while. Like if you want a full challenge, it's there. I've been playing the new Epic Game Store original exclusive Hades from Supergiant. It's that game is so like the combat feels so good, and like on one hand it's like I will often get I mean, I've gotten more powerful that like I at least stand a decent chance against the first major boss, so I can get through the first I guess world or area or whatever. And then you go to a second area, which honestly, like, I think it's just because I've got all the like upgrades and stuff from the first world that I can just cruise through the second world pretty well. And maybe it's just a mid-level boss, but it's got a big health bar and stuff, so I'm thinking it's the full ass boss.
I can't wait for that game.
It's out.
It's early access. I want it to be done.
But
Too picky.
Too picky. I want my games to be done.
The voice dialogue, like everything's really interesting. Every interaction I have with characters, like, makes me curious about what all is going. At one point, like, you start the game going like, "Oh, Hades probably sucks," and you know the Olympian gods are, you know, real dope for helping me out. And then you're having more conversations, and now I'm like, what if the Olympian gods suck and Hades is good? And like, then it's like, maybe they all suck. Like I'm just having these small conversations that are just opening up, and like, I'll do the run and get a little bit, like, get far as far as I can into the escaping, and then I'll die. And then that'll give me an opportunity to talk to all of these characters back at home base or whatever, and get a little bit more of the story. And then I'll go back out and try again. So like even dying doesn't feel so bad, because like it's like, oh, it would have been great to go a little bit farther. But I'm like, oh, what's Achilles up to? Like, is Hades actually gonna have something to say to me this time? Like, did a little bit more, or am I going to get a little bit more of the story? And then even you'll go out, and every once in a while you'll see orbs, a little like power ups from the gods, from different Olympian gods, Zeus, Artemis, Athena, and such. And they'll always like have a little voice line when they give you their thing, and it'll be related to things that are happening. Or even like, say Zeus gave me a power beforehand, and then like I come across a power from Artemis, and she'll be like, oh, I see that Zeus Zeus has already lent his help. Well, I think my power shall like be much better. Like, it seems like all the like gods are kind of competitive and stuff, and there'll even be a point in it where you will be offered two powers from two different gods. But when you go into the area, there'll be the two orbs, and you can select which of the gods you want the power from, and then you have to battle this really hard area before you can get the second one, and whichever one you choose first pisses off the other god. So there's like a lot going on. There's really cool systems, and the way they're like weaving in the story, it seems like I am trusting and distrusting everyone right now from just these little conversations. I'm very excited to see more.
That game seems so good. I'm excited for it.
It needs some more polish, but I would.
Yeah. At this point, it's just like, I don't know. It seems so good where it's at that I'm like, I got so many fucking video games that it's like, if I just wait until it's done and I can play it on console, and play it on PS4, get some trophies.
Yeah, that game, that's one of those situations of like, does putting out a game like this in early access hurt them in the like when the game's fully out? Is there still going to be such a strong conversation because people have probably already tried it out?
It's gonna be weird because I feel like there will be a lot of people that didn't. That the people who did try it out will be like, yeah, game's great. I played it forever ago, but like they'll like recommend it, but they won't get like the people who played it, like you, might not specifically hop back in.
Yeah,
because it'll feel old to them.
I don't think the like it'll reach as high as it could have, because there's already some people who are trying and they're done. They're gonna play it and they're not gonna play it again. So that when it's officially out, it's gonna go up, but not as high as it would.
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily harms them, but I think they could have like had a better launch if they didn't do it that way. But also, like, would they have as good of a game if they did it that way? Because they're doing early access to try and get feedback. So it's like, you know.
I've been playing Smash Brothers off and on. That's a good game to just hop in. As somebody described it as almost like a mobile game because of all the like World of Light stuff that has those timers of like, oh, go explore this cave and come back in 4 hours, and then you can, you know, get stuff and then put it back in. It's like, why are you putting timers in this like non-mobile game? But it's whatever.
I haven't really experimented with the World of Light. I haven't gotten into World of Light at all.
Wow. I just have to beat Galeem, the final big dude.
I heard so many people talking bad about it that I'm just like, let's play classic.
I guess it's what you would want out of it.
I feel like I would like it, but I just honestly I heard Tim from Kind of Funny trash on it so much that I'm just like, I was hesitant.
It's just these cool like weird battles that like sometimes you're fighting a giant Bowser, or sometimes you're fighting a bunch of Jigglypuffs that are just constantly doing sing on you. So it's like weird battles related to like it's cool how they incorporate like the spirits. There'll be like God, I can't even think of any. But like, you know, you'll be unlocking these spirits, and to get those spirits, you have to do a battle that is themed around that character. So Revolver Ocelot or something, you'll be fighting like Snake with I don't know who does like mines more often or something. I don't know what Revolver Ocelot's thing is or so whatever.
But no, it's basically like they alter stuff that goes on to like the characters will act like, or they'll make like little references of other characters with like altering abilities and stuff like that.
Big Boss was Zero Suit Samus. The ground is poison, and she is like super fast and gets stronger as the time goes on. So it's like, this is freaking strong as shit character. I think she was one of the hardest spirits for me to defeat. And like Pokemon's a good one where they'll like Pokeballs will summon a specific Pokemon. So they'll drop Pokeballs in, and it'll always summon whatever Pokemon is the spirit you're doing. So they do really like, they incorporate
that's cool
the stuff in really cool. So for the gimmick, World of Light's cool. I jumped into Beat Saber a little bit just to play the KDA song. That's pretty dope.
I want to play it so bad.
Well, get yourself a thing. I honestly like, everyone I hear seems to have PlayStation VR. Like that seems to be like the main VR machine right now. Yeah. Like I barely hear people have PC VR anymore.
I mean, there's a lot of exclusives at this point. So that's probably why.
Yeah, that's like Sony's really honestly that's great for the VR is that Sony's obviously throwing money at VR developers to put stuff on PlayStation first. Eventually that stuff comes to PC. I mean Tetris Effect, I just picked that up, which is very cool, which I forgot to add that to my list. Tetris Effect, very cool. I just got it. But I suck at Tetris, but the songs and the spectacle is very, very cool. So I'm enjoying it regardless. I turned on practice mode, so you can't lose. So I can still enjoy the spectacle without actually having to be good at Tetris.
Nice. I'm really bad at Tetris, too.
Yeah.
I wanted to try Tetris Effect, though. There was a... people were talking about how there was like a demo on the PlayStation Store for a while, and I was like, oh, cool. And I went to look, and it was not there anymore. I was like, oh... It's a bummer. I was excited.
I don't remember that.
I wanted to get it too with like all the games I bought on the PlayStation Store for Christmas. It was like in my cart, and then I was like, nah, because it's too new. It's not on sale at all. So.
Oh, see, it's got a VR mode, so I was like, do I wait for it to be on PC because that's where my VR headset is? I figured, no, I'm just gonna check it out because what was cool is that I have my lights that they can sync up with the stuff on screen. So I set that up so that like all this flashing and stuff on the screen syncs up with my lights. And like, this isn't VR, but this is still pretty freaking dope.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then just one morning, I've been using my NVIDIA Shield. Still really recommend it. And just looked at what games I had installed on my PC and decided to play Donut County, just laying in bed. Didn't get out of bed for like 6 hours and just was like, I'm gonna play this game and just played through all of Donut County. It took like 3 hours. Very chill. It's like reverse Katamari, where instead of rolling things and getting bigger and bigger, you're just a hole that has to suck things into the hole, and as you suck things in the hole gets bigger, allowing you to suck in bigger things and basically clear the space. And it's a cute little story of like you're a raccoon and you have to collect trash.
You gotta suck up that trash.
Yeah, and everything's trash. So we're like, this guy's house is some really good trash. And what's cool at the end of at the end of every mission, you can look into the Trashopedia to see like a description of all the things you've sucked in, and it's like these funny descriptions of like, I don't know what this thing is. It's kind of goofy, and it'll be like a fridge. Like a raccoon trying to figure out what this stuff is in terms of trash.
I did not know this was what Donut County was.
Yeah, it's a really dope.
At all. I really thought about getting it too.
Oh yeah, if I think Steam's still going on for if you're listening to it live or the live recording. If when it comes out, Steam sale should be over. But it's a cute little game on. I think it's on iPhone too.
It's on mobile, for sure.
It's on Steam and on iPhone. I don't think it's on Android yet, and I think they said it's coming to Switch. It might be on Switch at this point. But it's a chill like game for an afternoon. Just play it, have fun, have some laughs, and do the thing.
Just keep on sucking, you know?
Yep. Suck
just
that
on
trash.
a Sunday afternoon, just have some laughs and spend some time with friends and just suck, you know?
Just go suck, please.
Put everything into the hole.
Put everything in your mouth and just swallow.
Nobody said mouth, but okay, Teddy.
I mean,
it's a hole, not a mouth.
Oh, my bad.
Also, you should always swallow.
So, Teddy,
Yeah.
Teddy, as our favorite co-host, can you take us through the news?
Yeah, so like Christmas happened. That was exciting. That was some news. Did Santa come to everybody, dude? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Came to your house, dropped some presents off, squeezed his fat little ass back up the chimney, and he was out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You had some
Totes.
reindeer?
Didn't have reindeer this year.
Oh, really? What was he flying on?
Hoverboard.
Damn. Fucking next-gen Santa.
Like a board that actually hovers, or the like thing on
The
wheels
ones that explode. Remember that? Remember when those things were so big and then like they started exploding?
And
Oh
then
my
kids
God.
were like, I'll be fine, and still bought them.
And then they just slowly faded away like everything in the world. Why are trends such a thing?
I don't know, Teddy. Why can't people just stick with the things they have and never
Yeah,
change?
man. Consistency.
Yeah.
That's what the kids love. Is things staying the same. Nah, it's weird to me though when I think about trends and like how really, like, think about that though. When was the last time you thought about a hoverboard? Like, those things were everywhere, and then one day they're fucking gone. They're just gone.
I'll see them like laid around people's yards sometime. I'm just like, here's my hoverboard. I don't care about it.
Yeah, no one cares about it anymore. Dude, there used to be a, what was it? I had it when I was younger. There was a thing. It was like a skateboard, but they were on two different like things that were attached by like one little pole type thing. And you bent them in the opposite direction and it would like weave and it would like pick up speed that way. I don't know how to describe it. Somebody out there is watching this going, oh shit, that thing. And I had it and it was great. They only worked really well on like really smooth ground. Back with the fucking Heelys. That was the jam. Heelys were amazing.
Okay. So if you didn't get it, there's no news this week. Literally, I went through and looked at stuff like none of this is anything we would talk about. Celeste is getting a collector's edition and they're adding new levels. This is the closest thing. Go look into Celeste if you care about that.
Oh my God, Celeste is so good. Dude, I've been listening to all sorts of people's Game of the Year shows and whatnot, and it's just, there's so many good games this year that I just want to go back to. Like, I really, really, really want to go back to Celeste and beat that game. Celeste was so good.
You've got 27 days. Get on that. Play them all.
Celeste is so fucking good. Did either of you play Celeste? It's so fucking good. It's one of the best games of the year. Easily. It's like number 2 it's like spoilers for our Game of the Year show. Should I just give...
Yes.
I haven't made an official like top 10 favorite games of the year yet. Like, I haven't done that. But like off the top of my head, God of War is number 1. But like probably Spider-Man and then Celeste. Like, or maybe Celeste above Spider-Man. That game's so fucking good. Other than that, I mean, that's when it starts to get murky because there's like so many games that I played. Like Into the Breach is probably in my top 10. I want to play more of Odyssey because I know even just from the little bit I've played of Odyssey that I'm like, this should be in my top 10. Like, this is a game that I should love. I just haven't had the time. I don't know. What about you guys? What are you thinking for your best games this year so far, other than
We will figure that out in 27 days.
I think about it a lot. That's how my mind works. I think about
I'm going to
this
do the
shit.
same thing I did last year where I just commit to one game the whole time. It's not going to be good.
I listened to Giant Bomb's podcast, and they changed their format of the Game of the Year, and I really like the way they did theirs.
Oh God, how did they change it? Because in the past, they literally would sit down for like a week and talk for like 4 hours.
Oh no, yeah, they definitely do. Like, they release
No.
an episode. No, but the way they do, I think they have a bunch of categories or something. But the way they're doing it is up front. They're just talking. They're like, people can submit games that they want to talk about and be like, this game I really love, and gives an opportunity to talk about all the games they love, regardless if they might fit into a category. And then during that process, you can go like, oh, God of War. Well, I think that would actually be a good one for us to discuss for Game of the Year or Best Story or whatever. So you can start fitting them into the categories as you're talking. And then once once you've talked about all the games you love in that year, we can get into like the actual like, here's what should be the game of the year. Here's what should be the best story of 2018.
Maybe.
So I think that'll give, because there's a lot of like, Donut County probably isn't going to win anything, but maybe it might be worth mentioning of just like, hey, here's a really cool experience that nobody really got a chance to talk about.
Yeah. I'm looking at, I literally typed in games of 2018 and Google has that thing, where there's like a big thing at the top and you can like scroll through them. And that's a lot of good games that I really like. And I'm looking at all this being like, yo, I'm excited to make a list. I love lists. Lists are amazing. I can't wait. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to really think this out and make a top 10. It's going to be great. Hopefully, I don't do it like I did last year, where I ended up doing that in like February. Because I kept meaning to do it for a long time, and then I just didn't do it. I want to do this soon, because, God, there's so many good games. Like, okay, what would be in my top 10? God of War, Spider-Man, Celeste, Into the Breach, Smash. That's 5. What else would I put in my top 10? Probably Far Cry 5. I really enjoyed Far Cry 5. I know you guys didn't. I fucking loved A Way Out. A Way Out would be a lot higher. Would be really high on my list.
That's a game that I hated so much. I keep forgetting it exists. And then every time somebody brings it up, it's like, why does that name make me angry?
I was listening to the OK Beast podcast, and Alex and Blessing, I listened to their whole Game of the Year thing. They did like 3 days of like 3 episodes of discussion, and each one was like 3 hours, and it was so good. But Alex and Blessing both played through it together, like me and my friend Andrew, and they had like the exact same feelings. They fucking loved it. They thought all the story beats hit and all, and I was like, yes, my dudes. It was great. Detroit came out this year. Would I put Detroit on my top 10? Probably. I enjoyed Detroit. I beat Detroit. It was fun. It would probably go on my top 10. That's 8. Overcooked 2 came out this year. Overcooked 2's
me and Becker's played that. We're gonna have a let's play out as soon as Aaron can get it edited.
Overcooked 2 is so good. Overcooked 2 is great. Just Overcooked in general is awesome.
Becker's started playing that with me at the end of my 24-hour Extra Life stream. Oof. And honestly, like I was just like incoherent, and she's like, throw me the thing, and I'm like, this is okay, what?
Guys, should I play Florence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't it cost money that I don't have?
No.
It does cost money.
No.
It does.
Steal it. Watch a playthrough. Fucking YouTube it.
No, I feel like there's...
It's linear.
I was listening to Kind of Funny's like Game of the Year episode this today, and they were talking about Florence, and I was like, man, I didn't really want to, but like I probably should.
Yeah, I feel like there is like,
and it also seems like something I'd really like. I'm really cheesy. I really like love shit. Love stories and shit.
I feel like the act of your active participation in the thing matters to your enjoyment. Like the moving in thing where you have to like pick where to put stuff. Where I was like, oh, like, where do I get rid of this? I don't, because just watching that in a Let's Play, I don't think would matter as much as you actually.
I'm scared.
Like,
I don't want to get my heart broken. Is that too much to ask? You know what I mean? Is that too much to ask?
I'll talk to your girlfriend. We'll see what we can do.
Oh no. It's $3. Is it available anywhere other than mobile, or is it just mobile?
Just mobile, to my knowledge.
I don't like my phone. I actually do like my phone. It has a good screen, but I'd rather play it on like, my monitor or my TV. Interesting.
Darren, while Teddy's buying video games, do you want to talk about our Patreon supporters?
Sure, I'd love to do that.
You sound like you really would.
Last Geek has launched a Patreon to help make great content like this podcast. For the low price of $5 a month, you can get a shout out on every episode of Ready Set Gamecast, just like Aaron and Dragons did.
Yep. Okay, topic of the show. Going into the new year.
Also, thank you to our Patreon
patrons.
I feel like that's a pretty You should not just like, hey, shout out. It's also like, thanks for supporting. It's pretty important.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Pretty helpful.
She kind of went hard and fast into it. I was like, did she? I think she did.
Went hard and fast. That's what. Nah, I'm not even gonna fucking finish it.
Okay.
It's a lame joke at this point,
I expect nothing less.
You should. You're right.
Okay, topic of the show. Going into the new year is always a great time to talk about how things can improve. So, what do you think are some good resolutions for both gamers and the game industry to have in 2019?
It's weird. The games industry is not like a.
Well, I was thinking like, I was thinking like, how can the game industry improve in 2019 would just be the topic of the show. But I also think like,
get rid of microtransactions.
I was gonna be on a similar vein, but not exactly get rid of them.
Reduce the prices of microtransactions.
Not reduce the prices. Reduce predatory actions of them. Reduce pay to win actions and random actions like loot boxes and all that and stuff like that.
Give me every skin in League of Legends.
Make it so that I can buy the thing that I want. Right? And the thing that I want does not make me way more powerful than the other person that couldn't buy it. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I ask. I feel like that's not too much to ask.
do you think, okay, so it seems like the no loot boxes is your resolutions for game industry.
Here's the thing. Not even no loot boxes, right? Destiny 1 launches no microtransactions for like a year. And then like a year later, they're like, you know what? We're being risky here. We're throwing in these microtransactions, but they're just I think they were just emotes for a while. They were just emotes. They launched with like 20 of them. I bought all of them because I was like, I love this game. I spent more time with this game than like any other game. I was like, I want to support this. I like how they're just like letting you buy the emotes you want. It's not a bad way they're doing it. And then slowly over time, they turned it into like almost completely loot boxes right now. Like the engrams are how you get shit from Eververse. And you can't, like, if there is an emote I want in Destiny, I can't just go buy it. I can go buy and even like the gear rotates on a weekly basis. So even if it's in the store and I want to buy it, I can't just buy it with money. I have to have silver dust, which you get from dismantling stuff from loot boxes, which you get from playing the game. So like you can get stuff like that on its own. So it's not a completely bad system. They've definitely improved on it, but like I just want, if I want the thing, let me pay for the thing. You know what I mean? Like just let me support you. Like it shouldn't be locked behind stuff like that. It just annoys me when it's locked by. And it doesn't even annoy me that much. I don't know why I'm going off on this. I've gotten over it. It really annoyed me when it first launched in Destiny. But
Teddy, what do you think gamers can do better in 2019?
Be healthy. Don't die. Like don't sit in marathon so much that you're like that you get sick and stuff like that. Like just be conscious. Drink water. Get up, walk around. Probably a good idea.
I think gamers need to be less invested in single games because like they will get so invested in rumors and stuff that they will give death threats to developers and stuff, and they need to just be more chill about gaming. Honestly,
be nice. Honestly, like you can still be very invested in one game and not give death threats when you're mad about a thing, because you're not a garbage human.
just be cool, gamers. Be cool. 2019.
Be cool, dog.
Darian.
I think that gamers should subscribe to Darian Dexterity at Twitch. I think that's a good resolution.
Just all of them.
Every gamer should subscribe. Twitch.tv/dexterity.
For $25 a month.
Darian, I have a New Year's resolution for you.
No thanks.
And it's for you to read the questions and comments.
But it's not midnight yet.
Yeah, I don't need to apply those next year. So let's go. All right. So, do you want to be a part of the show? Go to readysetgamecast.com/submit to submit a question, comment. Oh, God damn it. I'm never prepared for this. Or your favorite Overwatch hero for us to read on the show.
I feel like you've done that one.
That's all right.
I don't think I've done Overwatch hero.
I don't know.
Probably League of Legends.
I think that might have been a question we've had before, but
yeah. I think it was a question.
The first question is from Vanellope Von Schweetz, and it is, what toppings do you like on your burgers?
Depends. This question is very much an it depends. There is not a universal, yes, I like these things. It is very dependent on the place and on the type of burger. Like, if I go to Five Guys, right? What I get at Five Guys is I have 4 things: grilled mushrooms, grilled onions, ketchup, and mayonnaise. That's it. Simple, not too messy, like, it's fine. And if I go to, like, Wendy's, right, and you get a Baconator, yeah, I don't add anything. All it is like bacon, the burger, ketchup, mayonnaise. Basically, I usually like ketchup and mayonnaise. This is what I'm realizing right now.
All right.
Lettuce is iffy. Even onions are iffy. Because sometimes people will give you onions and there's like fucking like 8 giant things of onions on there. And I'm like, dude, why? Who wants this? No one wants this.
And sometimes the grilled onions aren't cooked enough to not taste gross.
Yeah, so they're like half raw, like half grilled. So they're just kind of warm, raw onions.
Yeah.
It's not great. And then, like, sometimes you get diced onions and you're like, whoa, slow down there, buddy. And sometimes the lettuce is like, the lettuce is tricky because sometimes it's manageable, but sometimes it's a giant piece that like goes out all over the edge and it's like completely off the burger, and you'll like bite it and you'll push back and just the whole thing is like, whoop, just the whole giant piece of lettuce is off. It's a problem.
What about you, Bryce?
I like the Humpty Dumpty burger from JL Beers.
I don't know. No one
For
knows
those
what
of
that
you
is.
who don't know what a Humpty Dumpty burger is, it is a 1/4 pound patty with American cheese and a fried egg.
Eggs are good in burgers.
Eggs are really good on burgers.
I went to Red Robin last night, and they had the Red Robin burger or something like that, which is kind of like that, but with the garbage stuff like lettuce and tomatoes.
Bryce doesn't like vegetables.
And mayo. So I had that, but they had bacon on there. So I did like that. I do like the bacon, egg, burger, cheese thing. That was good.
The next question is for I like all the things on all the burgers. Except for spicy stuff.
Damn.
I actually
All
don't
the
like
things.
burgers anymore. I work at a burger restaurant and I ate too many of them. I do not enjoy burgers right now.
Yeah, I can get that.
Like, I get a free meal every time I work because I'm a manager now. And I don't make a burger or fries. I will, like, make myself an omelet out of the eggs that we have. Or I will chop up potatoes and make, like, American morning potatoes, like breakfast potatoes, instead of a burger or fries.
Yeah. I used to always do that, is make something not on the menu. Just because,
Yeah.
like, you see, even if you don't eat it, you see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Of, like, what's on the menu.
Yep. The next question is from Jinx, and she asked, what's your favorite movie of 2018?
This is a great question. The answer is, of course, Avengers Infinity War. Because I know it's crazy, that came out this year. It doesn't feel like it. Did you know fucking Black Panther came out this year? It's been a long year.
Yeah, that came up in a discussion I had the other day. They were like, oh yeah, they talked about Black Panther in their lists of movies, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. It totally feels like a last year thing, but it was like early this year. The answer is Avengers, but like at this point, followed closely by Into the Spider-Verse. And I, just for a moment like this, I wrote down every movie I saw in 2018. Let's see here. I rewatched The Last Jedi a bunch. Infinity War, Let's see here. Deadpool 2 came out this year. Deadpool 2 was really good. Solo, a Star Wars story, everybody. Woo!
I haven't seen Han Solo yet. I need to get on that.
It's fine. It's honestly, I'm like afraid to admit it on the internet, but like I really liked it. I really did. I saw it twice. And the second time confirmed it. The first time was like, was that a fluke? Like, did I just not love that? And then, or like, did I see something wrong or what? And then I saw it the second time. I'm like, no, that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. Teen Titans Go to the Movies was amazing. That movie was fantastic. What else? A Star is Born is really, really good. That's high up on the list for me. I really like A Star is Born. Yeah, probably Avengers. Avengers is number 1. Spider-Man, Star is Born, Solo, Deadpool 2. What else?
I'd probably go Spider-Verse number 1 and maybe Avengers 2 because I feel like Avengers had too much going on. It was all over the place that, like, yeah, it had great moments, but there was just so much. It's like, oh, we're over here with these characters. There's like so many characters. Spider-Verse.
It is, but the reason why it's so good is because they manage all that totally fine. It all makes sense. Nothing is confusing. Nothing's like, there's a lot, but like just because there's a lot doesn't mean it's bad. You know?
I mean, I feel like Avengers, you can't go into fresh.
No. It's because it's built on.
It's only so much so
years.
good because of everything that was done before that you're almost basing that on. So it's not like kind of like this singular experience is amazing. You're kind of tying everything else to it. Whereas Spider-Verse on its own, flat
on its own,
very good.
It's a better movie. I mean, almost all of these movies that I saw are a better movie on their own. Well, even then. If you saw, I want to meet the person who their only MCU movie was Infinity War.
You're like, everybody's been talking about these Marvel movies. I hear this one is the best one. I'm doing
just gonna
it.
Go out and see it. See what all the hype is about. God, I would love to meet that person.
Why is everybody freaking out? Like,
I mean, it was
we
fine.
just saw these
I was
characters.
a little confused, but like, it was a fine movie. I feel like that person legit would be like, it's a good movie. Like, they'd still like it because like it's still well constructed. You still understand what's going on, but like they would definitely be confused about like who everyone is, you know?
Darian.
So,
she's like, I don't watch movies anymore.
2018 was a big year for me. A Quiet Place was a good movie that came out this year.
I still want to see that.
The direct sequel to Halloween came out this year.
Great titling, everybody.
The title is a little rough, but it was a really good movie.
Hey.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
I mean, my favorite game sequel this year was God of War, the sequel to the God of War.
But the most important movie to me this year was Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Don't want to see that.
That was a bit life-changing for me.
Life-changing?
Wreck-It Ralph was a movie that came out in a really tough time in my life. And the fact that it got a sequel and that the sequel was pretty damn good as a movie was awesome.
I need to watch it again.
The Incredibles 2 also came out.
The Incredibles 2 is very good.
That's a pretty good movie.
I thought you were on the same team as us that The Incredibles 2 was bad.
I never said it was bad. I think The Incredibles 2 is good. I definitely think it is. People who are like, it's better than the first one, I think that's crazy.
I think they're wrong, yeah.
Yeah. It is very, very predictable.
Yeah.
It's very like, this is going to happen, and then it did.
There was a half-hour video that was like, can sequels be good? Or can sequels be better than their original movies? And it was comparing like The Incredibles 2 to Ralph Breaks the Internet. And The Incredibles 2, they spent like 23 minutes of that 30-minute video just tearing The Incredibles 2 into shreds. Just like, here are all of the things that Incredibles 2 did wrong.
I really don't get how people could think it's better than the first one. Like,
I don't get that either. I also haven't actually heard that opinion.
I love that they started that movie with the voice actors being like, we're sorry it took so long to do a sequel. We just had to get the perfect story. We just had to do it. And I'm like, okay, I get they're gonna do it great. And then we watched it and like, no, you should have waited. You should have waited more.
I definitely was not in the camp that it is bad. It is not a bad movie at all. It's not bad. There's a lot of good in it. I still love the Jack fighting the fucking raccoon. That's a great scene. But overall, at the end, I was just kind of what was it? The whole plot with the dude where the glasses and all that, it wasn't that the movie was predictable. It was just very kid movies.
It was cliche.
It was very childish, where I was watching it being like, do you really not see what's happening?
The whole main plot felt so bad. And Mr. Incredible trying to be, something he's not used to was like, okay, I can kind of see that.
Yeah,
but
I like that part.
Every time they switch to Mrs. Incredible, what Elastigirl, and it was just like, how are you not it's so everything about this feels off. How are you not?
Yeah, it was how, I don't know. There was one moment literally where, what was it? Where she was fighting, wasn't she fighting the dude who was in the glasses?
Yeah.
And then she turned him in, she's like, we got him. I was like, you didn't see that didn't, okay.
You were get Mr. Incredible in here. Clearly you suck.
I don't know if he would have told either. He's not super smart either.
Everything is... The first one was such a great, it handled everything about the story so good, and this one was just kind of paint by numbers. It was very obvious.
Also, if you haven't seen Bird Box, you should see that.
Okay, everyone keeps talking about Bird Box, so I went on Netflix, and I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'll look at this, I'll add it to my list. Looked at it, I was like, oh, this is a horror movie. No. No one ever mentioned that. Everyone forgot to mention that it's a horror movie, that I don't do horror movies.
That's not true. People have been comparing it to A Quiet Place and The Happening.
I just keep hearing people talking about how good it is, so I
it
did
is
not
really
see.
Good, but it's a horror movie for sure.
Teddy, are you gonna watch the Dark Mirror
No.
Bangladesh thing?
No.
I can't remember it.
I thought about it, but probably not.
I think we're going to end up having a conversation about it in a coming episode. I would have loved to have it now, but I just haven't done it yet. Due to the fact that people are kind of is this a movie or is this a game?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically Telltale.
Yeah.
But live action.
So it'll be... I would love to have a discussion. I need to play it so we can have an informed discussion, not just talk out our ass. But...
I don't really want to play it, though. Because it's creepy and it's Black Mirror.
Have you watched other Black Mirror stuff?
No, but I've heard tales of the stories, and I'm like, oh.
It's not scary. Black Mirror's not scary. It's just kind of
I've considered watching Black Mirror at a point in my life because it's apparently more Twilight Zone-y.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking cool because I like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's Twilight Zone but technology. It's what would happen if your cell phone could think, or what happens if someone's watching you through your webcam, and what's the worst that could happen, and it's pretty bad.
Did you know that people are watching us from our webcams right now?
Well, this one's from Harley Quinn, and it's what are your goals for 2019? So let's not get too crazy about that. My goal is to pay down some of my debts. Teddy, what's one of your goals?
I do need to do that as well. I'll just use that. I've been working on that now, so.
Same. Bryce, what about you?
I wrote down mine before the show. Lose weight. Release more content, including Dead Air. I just need to get them recorded and harass someone into doing one of the voice acting. I want to travel more, which I will be hopefully going to PAX West and maybe dragging Darian with me. Be more social. I kind of just go home and don't talk to people, and I should fix that. and also pay off more debt.
I have a lot more goals, but a lot of them I need to actually like cement. I got a lot in my mind lately. It's weird.
Same.
Because usually it's empty up here, you know what I mean?
The next one is from Kratos, and it says, "Boy, read this." And when is Aaron going to be on the show?
That's a good question.
Let me ask Aaron. When are you going to be on the show?
Never.
You were on the show. She was on the show. She's on the show right now.
So there you got it. She will never be on the show. Next
She said
question.
never, but that was a fucking lie. She was right there.
That was
The
great.
next question
That
is
was
from
good.
Dexterra Didn't. This was the last one that I submitted, and it's, sorry, I just drank like 20 ounces of coffee and it's hitting me hard. What is your favorite non-traditional color? And by that I mean like my favorite non-traditional color is like burgundy.
Aqua.
Tangerine.
You like orange?
No. This is the only thing I can think of. I don't have a favorite non-traditional color. Forest green. How about that? I like green.
Lame.
I don't know.
Isn't there another cool word for forest green?
Probably not.
So you don't want the cool color, you just want a cool word for a color.
Yeah, I want cool words. The voice in your head asks, what were your favorite things that happened in 2018? Oh my God. My favorite thing that happened in 2018 is the end of this podcast so I could go to work again for the second time today because spending 10 hours there wasn't enough.
Okay, Teddy.
I met my girlfriend. She's awesome. That's easily my favorite thing.
I started Gamemate Corp. We did a live show. That was really dope. I started hanging with Erin. And now she's moved in with me.
If you couldn't tell from the
I mean,
from
she
the
visited
guest
every
interruptions.
month, but now she just moved in. I'm gonna put up an actual good list on Twitter later, but those are the things on top of my head.
I got a snake.
I just threw out one. I threw out the big one.
Okay, last question.
The last question is from Fire Turtle, and she asks, what games are you looking forward to in 2019?
One each. Pick one.
Anthem.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Fuck! I wasted my one each.
I'm also gonna go with Anthem just because it's a.
Okay,
Looks
then
cool.
fine. You have Anthem. I'm gonna have Ghost of Tsushima. Sucker Punch is the
Oh,
next
that's
game.
going to be a good game.
Infamous is like my favorite game series ever. So that developer is finally making another thing. Yes, please.
Housekeeping. Go to Ready Set Gamecast. Actually, no. I've fixed lastgeek.com. It's a good website now. Go to lastgeek.com for links to the podcast on all your favorite podcast services, including iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher, as well as the video version on YouTube. When you go to Last Geek, it'll have both Gamemate Corp and Race a Gamecast episodes on there. Click on it. It's got a little audio player, and at the bottom, it'll have links to Spotify and all the places. If you like the show, please subscribe, rate, and review it on iTunes and Stitcher. It helps us grow and become more powerful.
I like that you lead into that because I almost completely forgot. I was like, oh shit, it's coming. I just bought Florence, by the way.
What other Last Geek stuff you should check out? Gamemate Corp as a new episode. I don't remember what it's about, but it's cool.
It's about a zoo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we built a secret zoo. It was me dragging Beckers about how many animals she has. It's just Beckers talking about like, here's how I got my third dog, and then there's this cat that wandered in, and then I got a frog, and I'm like, Beckers, please, why?
I bet she still doesn't have anywhere close to area because she is a vet tech, so she gets a lot of animals from her job that are like need taken care of. So she cannot turn them down, so she just has a shit ton of animals.
I thought she was a human doctor. I'm disappointed now.
A human doctor.
If you needed like if you needed to be cut open, do you think she could do it?
I mean, anyone could do it.
If you need your appendix out and like you're like, I can't get, like, we're too far from the hospital, I can't do it, would you trust her to try?
I would.
Okay.
I would trust her to. Yeah.
That's good to know. Well, I trust Darian to tell me where people can find her. So Darren, why don't you do that so we can end it?
I posted for the first time in like a real post for a long time on Instagram, and Twitter and Twitch. I'm on there. I'm Dexterity and dexterity.com. DEXTERIDEE. That's me.
Teddy.
Twitch.tv/Teddy Chinaris, YouTube.com/Teddy Chinaris, and Twitter.com/Teddy Chinaris. I got a lot stewing in my brain. Hopefully I'll get some things going next year. Some more like scheduled things. Right now, I've basically just been streaming for fun. Just whatever I want to play, when I want to play it. It's been a good time. But it's almost always still at night. Usually you can find... I've been there later, though. So usually you can find me on my Twitch channel. Like, the other day I did like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So you never know. But follow the Discord and my Twitter. I always tweet out when I go live.
Yeah, there was that dark period in Teddy's life when he went all corporate, but then he found out the true meaning of streaming.
I don't know if that's it.
You can follow me at Last Geek on Twitter, Last Geek Plays on Twitch, Last Geek Plays on Instagram, Last Geek on Mixer.
Yeah? You going over?
Maybe. I've been thinking.
Well, you're an affiliate, so
I can still
be careful.
Yeah, I just can't.
You can.
I can't stream to both at the same time.
Yeah. And if you were to eventually be a Mixer partner, you'd have to not be an affiliate.
If I partnered with either one, I'm not gonna give a shit about the other.
Yeah, then you're like, it's fine.
Who cares? And like I said, lastgeek.com, I'm gonna clean it up more, but that's going to be the best way to find links to all the podcasts and audio players and stuff. But that's the podcast. This is our first one of 2019, and we're gonna do it up.
It'll actually be 2019 when this comes out.
Yep, we had to bully Teddy into staying on the podcast, but he'll still be here.
It was my work schedule. I had to change it all around. Next semester is gonna suck, but I'm here.
But yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff. And end of January, we're still working stuff out. We gotta bully some people into being our guests, but we're gonna do Game of the Year, and it's gonna be awesome.
Why is it all about bullying?
That's the only way to get stuff done anymore, is just bully people until they
It's a bad lesson to teach kids.
Yep.
This is a family show.
It's sad that all of our listeners are 12. But that's it. I'm gonna stop the recording, but have a good night and see you again in 2 weeks. Bye.
Welcome to 2019. I hope it's cool.